save, nothing's changed, even though I haven't played in a million years. Last time we left off, we were at the Demon's Guest House. Probably one of my favorite areas in this game. Just because of the enemy variety and just the fact that I think it's funny that Dracula has to have a house for all of his demon friends. I don't remember why I'm using the halberd, but I'm gonna stick with it just because I like it as a weapon. I think polearms are just a sick subgenre of weapon. I'm glad I was able to get everything working. Oh good. Oh good, I forgot about this. I'm almost definitely going to speed this up if I do. You know what, yeah, we might as well. First let's go through just to get the shortcut open. Oh good, I do have double jump. That's how long it's been. I didn't even remember that I beat Malphus. I feel like a lot of enemies in this area love to curse you, so you can't use any of your souls. Which sucks. So we just gotta play better. I said, wow, I mean, can't write that. Should I be using a better weapon? Probably. Do I have one? Probably not. I love the Killer Clown's soul. Just the fact that you can, when you use it, you see all the different characters on the cards if you look close enough. This is actually the way towards progression. Okay, I'm gonna use the mouse for this part, just because it's easier than, I would say, even using the melee options. And that's simply because it just takes a lot of planning to use the certain melee weapons that they want you to use here. Combat uniform, UMA news. I mean, that's a pretty good trade-off. I'll probably take that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. Uh-oh, this is bad. I could probably get their soul pretty easy, but I'll also, you know what, I'll try it, why not? Uh-oh, accidentally triggered the front. One of my goals on this channel is to definitely play all of at least the DS-vania Castlevanias. Just because they were games that I played when I was younger, and I want to try to add some kind of twist. Like for this one, I have the Definitive Edition Romhack. That being said, I do also want to play other Romhacks as well. I know I said that in my last video, but before I even worry about that, I need to worry more about actually being consistent with uploading, because I was for a little while, but I also want to make sure I have commentary, so it's not just people like I can't find the word. Just like watching captions. I need to get better with my voice. As monotone as it is right now. I mean, hopefully I'll get better. It's an experience, so I have to just learn more. I'm actually getting hurt pretty badly. Need to be a little bit more careful. This isn't a good room to be repeating. Solely because of that Quetzalcoatl. And every time I play a DS game I forget that it's not PlayStation buttons. I have to remember that the back button is what is normally A. I never knew that the Skeleton Ape Soul like changes the trajectory that much. I don't know if it was changed or what. The save has to be here, right? No? Okay. I should probably read those, even though I should know the information that's there. Okay, this is the boss. I don't think I have the seal required, though, so we need to go back down. And on our way backtracking, we should also probably go through that maze and get all the pickups. Yeah, there's the seal. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back down to the slide puzzle. Stop. Stop. We can't get here until we beat the boss. And absorb his soul. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. If I'm gonna do some cuts in between, a lot of cuts. I know in my last video I had a lot of cuts in between. And that's mainly just supplement the way I commentate. Because there are points where there's long silences in between stuff. But I don't know, I mean, I feel like a lot of people might be experiencing this game through me. And if you are, I mean, that's great. I'm glad I was able to introduce you to this masterpiece, even in a different way. Alright, so first off, let's try to get to the top left. Alright, that should get us to the top left, I think. And by top left, I mean right. Ring mail and a mirror. I don't think ring mail is going to be any good. I mean, it's okay defense-wise, but who plays with defense? Am I right? Okay. We also need to start looking through these separate rooms because I know they have their own items. Let's just check to see what's in 8. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, we can check what's in 8 now. Turquoise stud. Let's try to get to 5 next. That should get us to 5. That gets us to 8. This gets us to 5. Guitar. I also think the weapon variety in this game is really good. It totally spoiled me in terms of variety in other games, but you know, it got me deeply interested in different like weapon types and stuff as a kid. Let's go for 3. Oh no, we saw 3. 10, I'm not sure if 10 has anything, but we might as well check. Nope. 9. We need to get to 9. That'll do. I think, unless I looked at it wrong, which is totally possible, because I have special eyes. Just a core. It says we've visited almost all the rooms, but I know for a fact we're missing the greatsword room. Not bad, but not worth switching over. I know for a fact we haven't been to 1. I think we've been to 5. I think we just checked 5. Have we been to 12? I don't think so. Okay. I'm definitely handling this a lot better than I did as a kid, and in the past, like, I think I played this once in the past maybe 2 years. Yeah. I always thought this sword looked so sick. Just like a, kind of like a, almost a glass blade. And then, I think the easiest way to do this is to just reset. No. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. This should take us out the other end to the Lost Village. Whoa. Cestus. I don't think this was here. I think this is the Portrait of Ruin. Oh, and it looks new. This looks like the Portrait of Ruin sprite for it. I actually really like fist weapons. It also helps that they're the fastest. I know in vanilla they weren't so great, just because range meant a lot in terms of a weapons tier. But I always gave different weapons a try when I played it multiple times. I believe this is just an overhang to the like beginning part of the Lost Village. It's good for skeletons though, so it might be worth putting it in the blunt slot and then switching out my my halberd for the great sword. That might be smart. Do I need to bounce off an enemy to get up there? Yeah, I do. There we go. Pumpkin pie. Take a nice little chill here for exactly 5 seconds. This is nothing special. I just felt like giving Soma a break. Soma's punch throwing stance is real weird. He throws a jab real weird like, but hey, if it works, I guess. Nice. One thing I like about some of the ROM hacks that I've played before is that any soul types or like any soul types or ability types that are familiar related usually cost little to no mana, and that's just because like they got really no use just because they weren't useful enough to incentivize you using it like that. Yeah, we might as well. I'm not really going to use that shortcut all that much. I could definitely get in there. Ah, there we go. Good defense. Well, it's alright actually. It's nothing special. But we did in fact obtain it. So mirror spots are marked with yellow, which I don't think is definitely not vanilla, for sure. So that's another good change. I remember farming for hours trying to get the Peeping Eye Soul on like one of my first saves, and then you never use it because it's usually the last ones you're going for, one of the last few. I feel like once you figure out how to like backdash cancel a lot of the weapons, they become a lot more viable. And it makes the combat really crack open. Okay, so we should be able to just reset, go to the boss. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, my completionist brain wants to just fill out the bottom of the long section to the right. Yeah, this is just a shortcut. We can't really even do anything with this, but it's filled out, so I don't have a big blank hole in my map. There's also some rooms here to explore, so we're gonna do that too. One of these rooms has, I think it might be this one. Maybe not. The backgrounds of these places have so much to them that, like, on a first playthrough, you don't even really notice. But I mean, that's kind of the point of this playthrough, is to appreciate some of the things I didn't really know to when I was younger. Ghost Dancer is a good soul, especially when it's maxed out. It's almost necessary for... I say necessary for farming, but from what I've heard, luck isn't very impactful because it's not well tuned in these games, and or just doesn't work. Okay, so we can get up to this level now. Good to know, good to know. Wow, that hurt. He might be actually too fast for us. Ah, there it is. I think if I time that right, maybe I can... Yeah, I can get him. But it's not worth it. Not now, at least. Maybe when we get a better weapon. Also, just the fact that you can hit with a greatsword from the back paws is pretty cool. Another Ghost Dancer soul. That might be worth equipping soon. I remember in one of the last episodes we got an Aranis, or not an Aranis, a Valkyrie soul without even farming, which I believe is 3 stars. So that's sick. Proserpina. Why did they change her name to that? I think Persephone was a good name for her, even though it's not... Persephone wasn't really a maid. I don't know what Proserpina means, though. Yeah, bone vacuum. I think they upped the spawn rates of souls, just because it feels like I'm getting souls much easier. Yeah, but like I was talking about earlier, you can see like Mina on the queen card. Just a neat little detail. And it does crazy damage for some reason. Yeah, and it's blocked off up here. I remember. Maybe I should focus more on using some of the overhead greatsword weapons here. Just because I know I tended to just stick with short swords for jump canceling because I thought it was easier. But now that I'm a bit more versatile and able to use my fingers better, pause, and can actually like backdash cancel semi-reliably, then it might be fun to just try and use the great swords. How much money do we have? Almost 14 racks, that's crazy. So I don't know how much is actually changed with Definitive Edition. I should probably put up like a changelog if I ever find it. Because it changes just enough to make it a different experience. Well, not a different experience, but have things be new enough without changing the base experience too much. Okay, yeah, now I think we can start making our way to the boss. I feel like the movement in the DS-Vania games at least became so much more intuitive. Like, that's one thing I've been interested in seeing is people who've never picked up a controller before, how they play certain games. Like, I've noticed one of my friends started playing Mario Kart, and they're really good for the fact that they haven't played many other video games in their life. And I think that's something I take for granted, is the fact that I'm so used to a controller that I can pick up a lot of games and not have it be an issue. I just think that's an interesting little thing that you can observe in some people. Alright, anyways. Enough talk. We must fight. I'm so used to playing Harmony of Despair that I'm so scared of like stepping in the actual Iron Maidens, because in that game you would just get instantly trapped in them and it would do a lot of damage. I remember in hard mode it would actually just straight up kill you in one hit. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. Okay, luckily we do enough damage where these guys aren't too much of a problem. I say that and now he's gonna make them a problem. Gotta use the special attack more, even though it doesn't do that much more. Got him. Puppet Master. Seeing Puppet Master on the box art, because he is on the back of the box, just makes you think, like, because when I saw video games when I was younger, a lot of them were kind of more just catered for kids and not so like grotesque. And you see this grotesque like patchwork monster with like 4 arms, and it's like juxtaposed by the small dolls that it spits out. I just thought it was such an interesting design even when I was younger. Really a cool boss. Made from, I believe, scratch. Like I don't really know any. I've never seen him in any other Castlevania games. He has similarities to some of like the head bosses from the older games, but it is seemingly a unique boss fight where you do have to worry about the Iron Maidens. It's a shame. I feel like they never brought him back except for Harmony of Despair.